Hey everyone, R8 Gaming here with another episode of Driver Side Chats. Today I'm going to talk about Splinter Cell Blacklist. Now, for those of you who don't know anything about this game, it's pretty much a sneak type of game. By that I mean, it's not all about loudness and blowing things up and going in as loud as you can. Really, the main objective is to go in silently, take out what you need silently, and get out. You could think of it as like a Black Ops. Well, Fisher, the guy who's in the game, I believe he's ex-Navy SEAL. Pretty much has the ability and the means, weapon-wise and equipment-wise, to go in and do different jobs. But his skill with being stealthy, sneaking around sides of buildings, going in through windows, observing the enemy and everything else. This game really allows you to strategize your attack. And the Splinter Cell series in general has kind of been that way. It kind of changed how, instead of like these games where you go and you blow stuff up and it's all about who's got the bigger weapon, who can blow up who more, it's more about who can sneak in and sneak out and get the job done. So what's really cool about it, I think they did a very good job with the graphics in the game. There's a single player campaign mode where you're on an aircraft, and as you do your missions, you can upgrade the aircraft, which gives you different abilities when you're down on the ground. And the people on the aircraft help you out. There's certain people that help out with different areas, some with recon, some with giving you weapons. I think Charlie's one of the guys in the game that's in the aircraft, where you go to him for to upgrade your weapons or to purchase new weapons. And it's kind of cool. It makes you kind of have that environment that you're flying around and you decide what mission you want to go on to, and then you get extracted down into this area, and your team's in the air giving you intel, and kind of gives that real closeness to, like a real close-knit team, I guess you could say, infiltration team. And you're the spearhead of that team. You're the spearhead of it. You're the one that's actually doing the mission, but everybody else there is to support you. They got some pretty cool game modes. There's one where you actually, you kind of put into a place and you got to get some data and get out, and there's different waves of enemies that come at you. So you get past the first wave, and a lot of it's, you're sneaking around and trying to be not detected. Then the other wave, there's more people trying to come after you, so you got to be really crafty. You can take them out, but you have to be careful how you do it, because if you set off alarms or one gets alarmed, the AI is going to flip out on you and more soldiers are going to run to your area, and it can get pretty hairball, to say the least. The multiplayer is kind of cool. They got what's called Spy versus Merc, and in that, how that works is, if you're a spy, pretty much you have the abilities to climb, you got stealth, excuse me, still getting over this cough, almost done, hopefully. With the spy, you have ability to stealth, sneak around, and then if you're a merc, you're trying to catch the spy. So the spies are usually trying to plant things, trying to plant bombs or explosives on certain terminals, and you're going around trying to prevent those explosions or those bombs from going off. So you might have like a tracker, like in Aliens, like a motion tracker type of thing, to kind of get an idea where the spy is. But really, you have to have eyes on the spy and to be able to kill him before he kills you, because the spy doesn't have all the abilities as the merc. Usually the merc is more heavily armored, slower and everything else, but has a lot more weaponry than the spy. So there are some pretty good aspects of the online game, but like with all online more multiplayer parts of the game, It does get to that point, though, where if there aren't other people playing multiplayer, there's nothing for you to do multiplayer. So you'll just go to a lobby and you'll sit there for the longest time waiting for somebody else, waiting for the system to connect you with somebody else. And if that somebody else is never there, then you're kind of out of it. But that pretty much goes for any type of game that has a multiplayer ability to it. As the game gets older and older, you'll start to see that the ability to play multiplayer might gradually drop off to where almost it might be non-existent. For an example of that, I got a Mortal Kombat game that I play, and I can never find anybody online. It's because it's been out for so long that there's just nobody playing on those servers anymore. So I don't even know if they have the servers up anymore. But with the Black Ops, I've done missions where I've kind of experimented with, sometimes you get tired of being quiet all the time, and you have the ability, you can buy weapons that make noise, and they're high-powered weapons, and sometimes you want to be loud, because sometimes maybe it's part of your strategy. You want to be loud in one area, then sneak off, so you get the enemy going towards one area as you sneak off and go to a totally different area. And how you equip yourself with your armor, that's kind of key too, because you can put on different gloves, chest armor parts, leg parts, I think even boots and stuff, and you can mix and match things to get bonuses, maybe to your stealth or maybe to your armor. And the weapons are pretty cool. They're pretty varied in the game. You have the ability to have like submachine guns to all-out sniper rifles to loud assault rifles that wake up the whole neighborhood when they go off. So I think they've done a really good job. The graphics are really good. If you have a fairly good graphics card, you can enjoy those high-end graphics that it has. The graphics are very smooth. The gameplay is very smooth. The abilities in the game, I think, are very cool. The ability to take down people. So the animations, I think the work that they did in the studio with characters on, modeling, and like going and like taking somebody out from behind or jumping on somebody and taking them out. I think the modeling and the action sequences are very, very well animated in the game, to say the least. So I play it on and off now. I finished the game, and it's one of those ones with a game like that you can always go back to it and try it a different way. You can go back to a mission and think like, what if I did it this way instead of that way? That's kind of the fun thing with Splinter Cell Blacklist, because you can do that. You can go back into it and try to do a mission a different way to see if it works or if it works better for you. And you do get bonuses for doing missions certain styles. Like I think there's the Panther style. I forgot all styles. There's Panther style. It's like a loud bang, like blowing things up type of style. Then there's a total stealth style. So I think the style that I like the most, because I remember, is the Panther style, where it's not like you avoid the enemy at all, but you're taking him out silently. The silent killer type. But it's very it has a lot of different tiers to it, I guess you can say. If you want to, you can challenge yourself in different ways. And Tom Clancy and the whole Splinter Cell franchise has been pretty good that way. Every game that's come out has been very challenging. Some have been better than others, but I think with Splinter Cell Blacklist, I think they kind of did a very good job with it. They really hit the nail on the head with that one. So if you haven't checked it out, Splinter Cell Blacklist, get it on Steam. If you have any questions, maybe your reviews of how you like that game, or if you played it at all, or any of the Splinter Cell games, comment below. As always, it's always a pleasure to do these driver side chats as I'm driving to work or away from work. Mainly I do this stuff when I'm driving back home from work, because the drive's kind of long and it's something for me to do, and might as well talk about something. So as always, thanks for listening, and of course, game on.